Okay, good morning class. Welcome back to Math 9. Today we're going to be starting on Lesson 3. We're just going to be doing a review. So far we've been looking at rational numbers in Unit 1, Set 1. You've completed or have been working on Task 1. Today we're going to do a just short review, and we're going to then work on a few review sheets before we start into the second section of our rational numbers. So looking up at the screen, you can see that we have a number line. It goes from -2 up to 0. So everything on this number line is negative. We have two unknowns, A and B. And the first thing they ask us to write the rational number represented by each letter in decimal form and in fraction form. So we want something with the decimals, and we want something in fractions. So first of all, let's figure out how many fractions we have between 0 and 1 and between 1 and 2. So if we look at 0, if we count the little marks on the line, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means that the fractions of 8, same thing here, sorry, 8, 9, 10. Let's do it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 fractions. Then if we go from -1 to -2, -1 to -2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as well. So we're going to be over 10s. So let's start with number A. We have -1. So this is going to be -1 and 1/10, -1 and 2/10, and this one will be -3/10, -1 and 3/10. So A will equal 1, -1, and 3/10. We'll convert it to a decimal in a second. Let's go back over here to find out what B is. So again, it is -1/10, -2/10, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8. So B is -8/10. 0 -8/10. So we have A at -1 and 3/10, and we have B at -8/10. Now we're going to convert this to a decimal. 1 and 3/10 is 1.3. One place after the decimal is over 10. And over here, -8/10, we're going to be -0.8. Okay, -0.8. Okay. Number 2. Says order the rational numbers from greatest to least. From greatest to least. Show the location of each on the number line. So let's rearrange these things first from greatest to least. We know that we have a -1.5, 5/4, 0.9, -2 1/4, and -1/8. Let's all change these to decimals. We're going to look at the number line here. If we look at 0, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means between 0 and 1, it's broken up into 4 parts. So each of those little lines are going to be 1/4 of a number, which is the same as 0.25. If we divide 1 by 4, we get 0.25. So each of these is a quarter. So this is going to be 0.25. And then we go to the next one, 0.5. Fix that up. 1.5, and then this one here is going to be 0.75, and then we're down to 1.0, and then be 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, 2. They all increase by 0.25. So first thing we can do now is convert these all to decimal fractions. So if we take the first one, 1.5, we already have it as decimal fraction. 5 over 4. We can put that in our calculator. Let's look at our calculator. Five divided by 4, 1.25. So that's 1.25, 0.9, minus 2.25, and minus 1/8. And put that into our calculator. One divided by 8 is 0.125, and it's a negative. So there we have everything in decimal fractions. We can order them down from greatest to least. So we start with the greatest number, the biggest number that's a positive. It's 1.25. The next number is 0.9, positive. That's going from biggest to smallest. The next one is going to be minus 1.25. Our next one is, we have 1, 2, 3. Where's our next one? Minus 1.5. And our last one is the biggest number here, but a negative, minus 2.25. So that is going from biggest or greatest. Let's put greatest to least. And if we were to plot them here, minus 1.5 would be right here. A 5 and 1/4 is 1.25. Here's 1. 0.25 would be right here. 0.9. Here is 0. There's 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. So between these two would be 0.9, almost 1, almost right at 1. Minus 2.25 is minus 2, minus 0.25. And minus 1/8 is minus 1 and 1.25, so 0. Minus 2.5, so we got to go in between. And there we have it on the number line. Okay? So, today you're going to be working on, there's the answers again. Today you're going to be working on some duotang pages which I have printed off. We have 2 of them, 7 and 8, on ordering numbers. We have duotang page 9 on changing fractions to decimals. And we also have another practice sheet, 10, 11, 12. They should be looking like this. There's number 7, working with rational numbers from least to greatest, or from greatest to least. There's page duotang 8, Again, working with integers and numbers from greatest to least, least to greatest. Then we have converting fractions to decimals. And then we work with mixed fractions. So we have 12 and 7ths. We have to change that to a mixed fraction. Just a quick example, 12 over 7. If we put that in our calculator, or just dividing it, we know that 12 over 7, we're going to have 1. 7 over 7, and that means we're going to have 5 left, so 12 minus 7. So 12 over 7 is 1 and 5/7. So we're changing from fraction form to mixed form. And again, fraction form to mixed form. So these are all practice sheets. We'll work for the next day or two. We'll see how we do today. Okay. And again, improper fractions. We want to go for mixed improper. So we did this last week, but if we want to convert that to mixed, remember we take our 2, multiply it by 7. That's 14. And then we add the 4. So we're going to have 18 over 7. So 2 times 7 is 14. Then we add the one on the top, 14, 18 over 7. And that should be it.